Oh, shucks. Hey, you guys. Hey, Deborah, you're here. Hey, Danny. Hey, everybody. Hey. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Vicky. I know it's been a while, right? I feel like it's been almost 2 weeks. So I have a custom order to do today, and then I'm going live on Thursday, and then I'm going to be on vacation for like another 2 weeks, so it'll be a while. Hey, everything's good. Everything is good. I'm just working on Christmas stuff. So excited to show you guys. Hey. Oh, thanks, Dog Mom. Hey, Just Mammy, I was going to message you, but my other phone is dead. Hey, Tammy. Hey, friend. Hi. Okay, so I have a custom order to do for Deb. She has a notebook cover, and she also has a backpack. So we're going to jump right into it since she's here. She chose to do this little set in the paw prints. So we're just going to jump right into it. Hey! Okay, the only thing that I did was prep the front and the inside. So when it's folded over, this is the inside lining. So I just prepped that, and then of course the closure. So we're going to go ahead and get everything else knocked out. I was watching the time very closely. Good. Hey friends, hey sewing friends. Alright, I want to do a poll. Who has their Christmas decorations up yet? Nope. Me, not me. Okay. Not me. Is that fanny pack? It was gorgeous. It was a custom order, so it's already gone. No. Inside and out. Okay, good. So we're still giving Thanksgiving her day. Yeah, that's what I was taught to after Thanksgiving. We're going out of town for Thanksgiving, so I might put them up right before we leave. That way I can come home to a house. I love having Christmas lights in the house. That's, I think, my favorite part of the year. Next week. How you do? Hey, I'm good. Okay. So this is going to be the mini pocket that is inside of the notebook cover. It's going to be sewn on like this. So all I do is fold over the top, sew that down, so we have a finished edge on the top. Not decorated. Christmas is different in Hawaii, I agree. But it has been getting chilly here in the morning time. I think it was like in the 60s this morning. So it was kind of cold. It's my favorite time of the year. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad. I love that little raccoon. I have to restock those notebooks. Okay. So I just stitched the top to give it a finished edge, and then I'm just going to stitch down and across. I'm live. Yeah, it is good. Right around this time of year, I remember last year, it was chilly in the morning. I mean, it warms up in the afternoon, but at least we get a little bit of chill. And then like in the evening time. But we're going to Virginia for Thanksgiving, and I looked at the weather, and it's going to be like in the 60s and like 50s, and I remember last time I went, I was so cold the whole time. Hey Cherry, all's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the closure in Virginia. This is our first nice day in almost a week. Oh, really? So you got some sunshine today? I know you said it's been raining. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so this is double-sided tape. I'm just gonna tape my closure on so that way it stays in place while I'm sewing it. Do you order your marine vinyl from Fabric Direct? No, I order my solid color from marinevinylfabric.com. I got my personal wallet. Yay! For a look. Nice. It's actually been kind of gloomy out here. Cold and windy. Hey, Claire. So who's getting the keychain wallet on Friday? Who doesn't know what a keychain wallet is? I'm so excited to release it. It's been done for a little while. I just have to record like the video for it. The tape is from Waywack. It's their brand. I think it's like called Hyper Stick Tape or something like that. I could possibly make, you could definitely do it. It's really cool. Let me see. Really quick, because this is a custom order, so I don't usually stop, but since I'm so excited about it. This is the keychain wallet. So it's just a little wallet and it attaches to your keychain. There are little pockets on the inside where you can hold cash or cards or business cards or hair clips. And it's just like a minimalist wallet. And you can probably get like 3 or 4 cards on each side plus like a little cash. So the pattern for this, if you want to make one yourself, is coming out Friday. Or if you don't sew, I have some on my website, a whole bunch of different prints. Did you take a class? No, I watched a whole bunch of YouTube sewing videos and I just kind of taught myself how to sew. Alright, let's install this. Want to test it just to make sure it opens and closes, and then now we're just going to, I'm going to glue the pockets down first and then I'm going to sew all the way around. What die set snaps? So I use spring snaps. I get mine from Gold Star Sewing. I don't know what the measurement is off the top of my head, but with Gold Star Sewing or Gold Star Tools, I can't remember which one it is. If you go to their spring snaps and you select the size that you want, they also offer the die, so that way you know you're getting the right size die. And that's how I bought my die. I chose the size snaps that I wanted and then I selected a die. Hey! And this is just Fabri-Tac glue that I'm using. I'm gonna clip our little pin holder down and then glue this side down and then we're good. Hey, Susan. Put this up, I'm done with this. Just want to Practice. That's all you gotta do is just practice. You can do it. Okay. Hey, Frida. I'm doing a custom order, so I've got a notebook holder, and then I have a Denver backpack. Let me get... I like to hand crank around my corners, so that way it's nice and the seam allowance is nice and perfect. Just checking my tension, make sure everything is good. Hey, Brenda. Okay, and then I'm going to pause. I'm going to pull my thread through and tie it off. That will just give me a really pretty seam on the outside. Or stitching, I guess I should say. Then I'm going to pull them through, knot them off, and this is done. These come together so quick. I did prep a couple of pieces, but they still come together really fast. Okay. So because I pulled my thread through, I only have one little double stitch down here instead of back stitching when I start, back stitching when I stop, and have a lot of double stitches. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like on the inside. And then just put our notebook in here and it is done. What's the length? What, the stitch length? I'm using 5 for my stitching it together. All right, that's all done. So here is the front of the notebook and the back. This one is not customized like with their name or anything. I do have more of these. I think I just restocked this print. I think I have 3 of them. So they all have a little mini pocket, and then they all have a pen holder, and then they all come with a notebook. All right, let me set this aside, and then we're gonna do her backpack. It's been a while since I've done this pattern. A lot of pieces, a lot of big pieces. I think I need to go grab the zippers. Do you know the ones that you put in the passport, the notebooks? I don't know what size they are off the top of my head, Frida, but if you want to send me an email, info@butterbags, I can tell you. I can actually get you a link to the ones that I buy on Amazon. I can't give prices on live, but they're all listed on my website, butterbags.com. Okay, let me grab the zippers and then we'll just dive right into it. I put a zipper pocket on the inside of my bag, and I use this for turning it right side out. Let me just get all my pieces together. This is a bottom. These are pockets. We're going to start with the back though. More pockets. It's such an odd shape. Like, this is the interior lining, which such an odd shape, but it comes together so pretty. All right, we're gonna start with that. All right, let me go grab my zippers and then we'll jump right into it. Hey, Kit Kat, it's good. turn on some music because it's so quiet in here. I got this little cushion for my chair, and I need to just take the time to sew something to keep it down in place because every time I get up, it shifts. Do you need a leash? Yeah, I'm turning on the music now. I think I had so much going on before I got live. And then I got up and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so quiet in here. Hey Debbie, I'm glad. Hey Jennifer. Okay. Alright, let's do it. So there's a grab handle on the top of this backpack. I don't know if it comes with the pattern. I can't remember if it comes with the pattern, but I add one. I don't think it does. Oh, the name of the wallet. Yeah, that was cute. When we have a pattern available for notebook holders. It's available now. It's on my website. So if you go to butterbags.com and then if you click on the menu, it's going to be under DIY and then you'll see the folder for patterns. Maybe it's not camo. What did I miss? This is the regular. This is the big girl. What kind of bag is that behind you in the camo? I don't have camo. This is woodland animals. I think that's the closest to camo. These are flowers. Alright, so I just folded it and folded it again and then stitched along the side, and this is going to be installed like this, which is going to be the grab handle for the top of the bag. So I'm going to set that aside for a sec. Let's see. Woodland animals. This is called the Big B. So if you go to my website, there's quite a few pictures of like the outside, the inside. You could either just search woodland animals or you can go on the menu and click on shop by style and then click on purses and then click on Big B. Okay, so these are what the the shoulder straps attach to. I always forget how I sew these. I haven't looked at this pattern in years. This thing about getting the pattern. For the Big B, yeah, it's a good pattern, if you ask me. Okay, so I'm going to slide these through my rectangle rings and then I'm going to clip them together and then sew them together like that. And I can't really see that well because I'm wearing a black shirt. One of these times, can you make the Big B with the zipper? I've done it before. But yeah, if anybody orders the custom and they want to see it live, yeah, I'll make it. I've made so many. Do you do it live, Brenda? see what the final bag measurements are. Yeah, it's listed on the site. Either on the pattern or if you go to one that I actually sell, it's listed there. Alright, so I just sew down each side. I don't know why I've been so busy. I can't get the zipper, I don't know why, but I'm trying to make my... I can't remember, did I post a video on that or no? I think I did. Where do you message people back on a waiting list? Facebook. I haven't in the last couple of weeks. Well, I think the last week. The last custom order I took was almost 2 weeks ago. And the reason for that is because I'm going out of town this Sunday. So it was pointless for me to message anybody this last week and get their order because I'm not going to be here to sew it. So once I get back from vacation, I'm going to resume the custom order list. Here's the other one. Alright, let's go ahead and attach all this to the back. Made the big baby with not with the zipper. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure there's a tutorial on my YouTube that walks you through on how to make it. Make sure it's curved right. There's one. Okay, good. It's been a while since I've been on my YouTube. Alright, so I'm just doing a stay stitch just to sew it on the back. And then we're going to do our bottom connectors. So they're going to be sewn up like that. So happy about, yes. I'm excited too. This is the first time that like all my brothers and sisters, I have 5 brothers and sisters, all of them are going to be there for Thanksgiving. It's been quite a few years since we've all been together, so it's going to be a good time for sure. Release the pattern before. Yeah, that's gonna be a New Year kind of thing. So my next pattern that I'm releasing is on Friday. It's gonna be the keychain wallet, and then I'm going on vacation. I've got Christmas, and so the next one that I'm gonna do is the Becca bag, but that won't be until the beginning of the year. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, he's coming with me. Okay. So I'm going to sew my shoulder straps onto my slider. I want a keychain wallet. I'm just sewing a box. Okay. Hit the little threads with my lighter just to singe them down. So it's just stitched on. There's just a box. Can we have a peek at the Christmas prints? So it's gonna be a little bit different. Don't think of Christmas prints as like Christmas trees and gnomes and elves. It's gonna be a little bit different this year. But yes, after I get done with this live, I'll show you. So I just run it through this, run it back through the the adjustable slider, and then I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to stitch it down like that. And that just anchors it there. So I'm folding it over the top of it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. It is gonna be colorful. Did you say once for Christmas you were going to make something other? Yeah, so these are not gonna be bags. They're not gonna be bags. But I'll give you a little look. Oh no. We actually didn't start, we started about a half hour ago. So you're only a little late. Alright. So I just go through the connector and then go through my little adjustable glider and then sew it to the top. Make sure. Okay, so that's all we have to do for the back. I'm going to set this aside. So here are the shoulder straps, and then we have this little grab handle. So I'm going to set this aside and then work on this little piece. This is, so the back zips closed and then it clips to the bottom. This is what it clips to. I use Peltex on the inside. When it's folded over, I just like the thickness of the side where the hardware goes. I just don't feel comfortable with just one layer of vinyl on that hardware. I've seen some bad things happen. So I just add a little bit of Peltex just for a little more stability. And then I'm going to use double-sided tape all the way around. All we're doing here is finishing our edges. So we're folding in each of these edges and sewing them down. Is there a video to go with your keyring? The keychain wallet, yeah, when it's released, it'll have written instructions with pictures and there will be a video tutorial. Okay, so I just put 1/4 inch double-sided tape all the way around. That way when I fold my edges in, it has something to stick to until I sew it. So I'm just going to take all this tape off, fold them over, and then stitch it down. And then I just put a couple of clips on the corners so it doesn't try to get loose. Okay. So here we go. We just have it folded in on itself, and then now I'm just going to stitch all the way around just to hold these folds down. That piece would be almost impossible to do with that. Yeah, I agree. I think I did it before I got into double-sided tape, I was using clips, and it was like clipped. It was clipped. But you would have to use the clip on every single centimeter. Okay, all done. Just going to cinch that little thread. So that's what it looks like, just stitched all the way around. And then now I'm going to put my hardware on. Hey Tammy! The white inside is Peltex. And it just makes the top of it a little bit thicker. You can kind of tell where the Peltex ends. I just add a piece just because I don't feel comfortable with this just being on one layer of vinyl. So this just gives it more stability. So all I'm going to do, fold this over, clip it in place, and set it aside. We don't need this until the very end. Let's do our pockets. No, let's do this so I don't forget this. This is what it's going to clip to. So this is going to be attached to the bottom of the backpack, and that is what the closure clips to. Hey, Carolyn. I order my Peltex from Joann Fabric. I just order a bolt of it. Okay, so I'm going to do this the same way I did those other connectors. Going to attach it. I think that might be a little too big. I think I just cut my vinyl a touch too big. So no biggie. I'll just trim it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to fold it down and then sew those together. I love this pattern. It's a lot of pieces, and it's a lot of fabric, but I really enjoy it, and it comes out like, it's one of those bags that when you think about making it, you're just like, ugh, so much to do. Let me not. But once you finish it and you do it, I love it. It's amazing. All right, now we're going to do our pockets. So there is an outside pocket. There's two of them, one on each side of the backpack. So I'm going to do that now. Oh, you know what? I need to attach that. This is the bottom of the backpack. This is where our closure is going to clip to. So I'm just going to sew this down on the bottom. Thought I had my centers marked, but I guess not. My dogs are gonna cry. Aww. This is the Denver by Swoon. It's a backpack. And this is the large one. There's a large, or I guess regular size, and then they also have a mini size, which is really cute. I think I have one mini in stock, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this is going to be the side of the backpack. The zipper is going to go along the side, so I'm just going to clip it in place and then sew it on. much have you altered the pattern? I don't think I have. These zippers I got from Wawak. W-A-W-A-K. So it's sewn on. I'm gonna add my lining. I use SF101 to interface, but because they're pockets, I just use like whenever I have scraps. I'll just use the scraps for them. I don't think that the pockets necessarily have to get interfaced. I do it just because it's easier for my sewing machine. My sewing machine likes thicker material, so the more layers, the better sometimes. That's the only reason why I do it, for the pockets. Never got notification. TikTok is the worst. Let me tell you, for like the last, I don't know, maybe a month, like none of my videos are getting pushed out at all. I don't know if TikTok has a personal vendetta or I don't know. But I mean, you can go and like the last couple of videos I put out only have like a couple thousand views, where like the majority of my past ones got like tens of thousands. Hey! Alright, so now I'm just going to flip it inside out, clip the bottoms together so I can do a top stitch. Push and pick. Yeah, I know. And I'm not doing that. That's why I draw the line. Because they request a lot of your business information. Your EIN, your tax information. It's just not for me. I guess it has something to do with the algorithm. Right. Yeah, but I think you're right there, because there's a lot of TikTok shop on my For You page, so I think they're trying to, which I mean makes sense, right? Because they get a portion of those sales. They don't make anything off of my videos. So it would make sense from a business perspective for them to push those. I get it. I'm not mad. Can I ask why I don't like YouTube? It's not that I don't like it, it's just the first time that I tried it, so this is just the top stitching. The first time I tried it, it didn't go very well. And I only have 2 phones, which my other phone is dead. I think the majority of my followers asked for it to be on TikTok. So that's why, I mean, if everybody was cool with YouTube, I would be okay with it. I don't really care. It's not that I dislike YouTube. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We're going to add it to the outside. It's the wrong side. So, this is the pattern piece for the backpack. Look how funky it looks. But I promise, once it all comes together, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's nice. Send a message on Facebook that you were thinking of. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. Alright, so all I'm doing now is clipping my zipper to the outside of the bag. So it's going to be like this when it's all done. So I'm just attaching the zipper. Personally, I would prefer on YouTube. I still haven't found the YouTube. It's linked to my profile. So if you go to my TikTok profile and if you click on the Instagram icon, it'll give you my Instagram link and it'll also give you my YouTube. So just click on the YouTube, it'll take you to my page. This is another one that doesn't, exactly. The math doesn't math until the very end. Let's make this back. Yeah, I would say it is a challenging pattern, especially the first couple of times that you do it. It probably looks like it's coming together fast because I've made so many of them. But I remember when I first started doing the pattern, it was a bit frustrating. But again, if you can master this pattern, it's a really satisfying sew. But it is, I would say it is on a difficult side. Okay, so now I'm just going to sew the zipper to the exterior of the bag. I just go nice and slow with this curve. Okay, done. Okay, so this is what we got so far, and then what I need to do is add the backing piece for the pocket, so that way when I open it up, we'll have a backside. We don't have one right now. So I'm just going to take my pattern piece, and I'm just going to line this up and sew it on. Send us notifications. We need to have like a group chat. I don't know, I used to love I struggle. I have to remind myself to stop talking sometimes, because I could sit here and just chit chat the whole time. I just remember just gonna. Should be making a coin purse anytime soon. Probably not unless it's a custom order. I mean, I have a pattern for it. Okay, so now we have our lining piece attached. I'm just going to stitch that onto the zipper. Let me get this fuss out of the way. Feels like it's been such a long time. I know. It's been a couple weeks. And I'm about to go on vacation for a couple weeks, so I won't see you guys for a little while. I probably won't be back until December. I don't like sewing it from the fabric side. I like sewing it from the vinyl side, and there's a couple of reasons. One, I can see the first stitch line that I stitched my zipper. I can't see it when I'm sewing it from this side because it's not on there yet. So I'm just going to switch positions. This I would probably say is the hardest part of the bag is these pockets. So now I'm just going to attach my pockets and then go ahead and sew everything together so that I can close all this up. Enjoy your time. Don't forget to go fabric shopping. Yeah. I probably will, but I'll probably ship it home only because I'm going to bring so many suitcases. I've got so much stuff that I need to bring back, like from the dollar store and from other stores that we don't have out here. Like fabric back home, I could just get that shipped here for free. He'll talk longer than normal and he's coming home tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, I know. I remember you said that he'll be there tomorrow. I'm excited for you. Okay, so here is our side with our pocket, which is now fully lined. And I've sewn it shut. So we're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. It's the same on both sides. So I'm going to set this aside and grab the other pocket and just do the exact same thing, just backwards. So I don't really talk about, who's this, Basic Bougie? I don't really talk about my printed vinyl. Alright, zipper is on, and then now I'm going to stitch on the lining. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. She has to keep some secrets. Well, she on that big boots out. It's not. Oh, good. I'm good. Okay, so we've got our lining attached to the zipper. I'm going to sew that on. Something doesn't sound right. I'll check my bobbin. I don't think I'm out of thread, but something doesn't sound right with my bobbin. Where's the baby? Yeah, I did. I had to restock one time and I'm sold out of one. So I would say they're successful. I definitely want to add some more. I have another wristlet kit that I'm going to be adding when I get back from vacation. It's going to be the little piggies. So I got a lot coming. So confused because I'm not selling this. Oh, that's what it is. My thread was twisted. Okay. My following wristlets. Yay! Did you find that they were a pretty easy pattern to figure out? I think everything is easy, and it's just because I've been doing it for a really long time and I can't really get my mind back to like when I was a beginner, so that's why I'm asking. I'm not asking to like put you out there. I can't use my beginner brain. Okay, good. Are you an experienced sewer, Joyce? The way you teach it. Okay, good. I know you sew, Frida. But I usually like to ask like different levels of sewing just to get their feedback. I'm always open to feedback. I melted a piece. Oh no. That's the worst. I've done that too. I actually had a bag that I had to put on sale because I did that too. Okay, so now we're going to sew our zipper pocket to the other side. So I'm just going to clip that on. Sewing aspect. Okay, good. I bet you're upset. I would be upset too. This little angle in this curve is just the most annoying part about the bag. But again, it's worth it once you get it done. So the zipper is now attached, and I'm just going to sew that, and then we'll add the outer lining. Can I sew over pockets in any purse? Yeah, for the most part. Probably not like something like the Catalina where it's so small, or obviously like not the fanny pack, but if it's a bigger bag and I have the space to add one, yeah. And then I'm going to add the other piece of lining. I can't add one if you're asking like one that's for sale. Like I can't add it to a finished product, but if she wanted to custom order something and ask for a concealed pocket, then yeah, I can do that. Okay, so again, I'm going to use that first set of stitching where I sewed the zipper on and then come out this way just a little bit just to hide that. Are you going somewhere fun? Virginia, to see my family. I don't know if I would call it fun. I'm gonna have fun. Okay, so now I'm just going to sew down all these layers together. Now I'm just going to trim off this excess zipper. I'm also going to hit this with my lighter. That way it won't unravel. I don't remember doing it on this side either. Okay, so we have both of our sides to our backpack. I mean, it's pretty big. So now we're going to work on the zipper closure. So I need my zipper, I need my zipper tabs, set that aside. Does your family ever watch you sew? I think I've seen my little niece up here once or twice, but that's it. They don't like follow me on TikTok. I don't think any of my other family have TikTok. I don't recall it with the paw print. It's so pretty. Hampton Roads area. So my custom order list is in my Facebook group. There is about a 2-month wait list right now, maybe a little bit longer, maybe like a 9-week wait list. So you would want to just sign up there if you're interested in ordering a custom order. Okay, so I just have my zipper tabs on. I'm going to stitch those down. And then I'm going to open them up and do a top stitch. Hey, Deborah. Oh, are you in Hampton Roads too? All right, and then just top stitching. So that is the prepping for the zipper, and then now we're going to attach the zipper to the main part of our bag. Let's start with the other one first. All right, so I'm going to stitch that down. And then now I'm going to take the inside lining, right sides together, and stitch that down on the zipper. Can't wait to get my value notebook. It'll go out first thing tomorrow. Alright, and then we're going to open it up and do a top stitch. And whenever I do a top stitch, I like to clip my bottom pieces together to make sure everything is nice and even. It's just a personal preference. Sad we can't get them here. Oh, are you outside of the US? I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, that got to me in 3 days. Nice. I love hearing that. I hate that I'm so far away from the mainland. Alright. Alright, so here's what we got. We got the outside sewn to the zipper, the interior top stitched, and now we're going to do the exact same thing with the other side of the backpack. So we're going to sew the zipper down first and then add the interior. Your turtle, what is it, a Catalina or is it a Alyssa? Crossover purse. I wonder if you meant crossbody. Rebecca? Yes. Right. Let's add our other interior piece to the zipper. She's getting big now. Alright, open it up, give it a top stitch. I'm going to clip my bottoms together. Hello. Hello, Michelle. Now there's a little funky thing that I need to do with the top. It's very similar if you've ever seen me sew the collet bag where we're doing the sides. It's kind of funky. So on the edge right here, it doesn't get stitched all the way to the top. And the reason for that is because we need to have the interior, which is this right here, and the exterior, which is this right here, separated. Maybe you can see it better this way. It needs to be separated, which is why it's not stitched all the way up to the top. So what I need to do is combine the exterior layers and then the interior layers. Again, it's kind of funky, and I don't even know of a better way to show you what I'm talking about. But just trust the process. If you've made it before, you know what I'm talking about. Is this a new pattern? No, this is the Denver by Swoon. It's not my pattern, it's a backpack. Thanks, Tara. Hey, Lavinia. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's all I gotta do. Alright, next up, going to open my zipper. I can't remember if I sew my zipper shut. Maybe. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Going to clip off the excess zipper. So I'm just doing a little stitch to shut it. Okay, and then now what we're going to do is we are going to sew together the exterior to the exterior, so these two, and then the interior to the interior. So I'm going to stitch all the way down here. So I'm just going to clip it together first and then sew it. Go for it. Why not? It won't hurt anything. Alright, I'm going to grab some water real quick. Exactly, all of it. Why not? We always selling bags. No, I started with clothes and then I just moved to bags. good. It's been a while since I watched anything. I know, it's been a while, right? I forgot how to make it too. Obviously. Okay. Done. Now we're going to add the back. So I know it's looking really weird right now. We have this side sewn totally shut and this side open. The back of the bag goes right here. So I'm going to sew the back of the bag on now. So I'm going to start with my center or my interior. Let me just mark my centers so I can line everything up. It's not a quilt not moved here. Yay, I'm so happy. Okay, just mark the center so I can line it up. Now what I'm going to do is use clips. Whenever I sew down a straight side, it's really easy, but anytime I sew a curve, I'm going to use clips just because when you take the clips off, the fabric can shift. And I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to use clips. I mean pins instead of clips. I don't understand that part. What are you saying? What are you saying right now? So it's just going to take me a second to pin all of this. I never sewed a bag in my life until I started. Oh, good. I love hearing that. Sewing, I feel like, aside from us, is a lost art, I feel like. Okay. So I know it doesn't look like it now. This is the back of the bag. I've got one side pinned. I'm just going to pin the other side. I know it just looks like a whole bunch of fabric, but I promise it'll come together. And then you'll be like, what? And I'll be like, yeah. This is the first one I saw put together. I'd quit. I'd quit life. Hey, Kayla. Can I start over? Yeah, give me a sec. It's such a big bag. It's not releasing until Friday, but it is the keychain wallet pattern. All right, couple more pins, then we're ready to sew it together. Okay. Let me loosen my tension. So this is the back. We haven't sewn our bottom on yet. That's next. Try not to poke myself. Am I gonna have kits? Probably not. No, I hadn't planned on any because it's cotton fabric. It's just regular cotton, quilting weight cotton. And besides, I'm getting ready to leave for vacation, so I'm actually going to pull my website down while I'm gone. So when the pattern comes out, you'll have Friday, Saturday. I leave on Sunday, so Friday and Saturday to buy it. I'm making a backpack. It's a custom order for Miss Deb. Alright, done. Clip my thread, and I'm going to take out all these pins. And then we need to add the back for the exterior. Remember, this is the interior. I've been trying to keep it covered. It's just everywhere. I've got 3 more days. Yeah. These aren't curved pins. I've just been sewing over them for so long that they have they've gotten bent. They started out straight. Here, yeah, mine itches too. That's crazy how many people have worn one. Yeah, I mean, it looks terrible. Okay, so we're going to add the outside back. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong. It's just, I think my doctor's just doing his due diligence. But everything's fine. Oh no, I'm sorry, Deborah. You wore one twice. I remember wearing one when I was like a lot younger, like in my 20s. And back then, they didn't have this little guy. Like, you were hooked up with cables all over the place. So this one wasn't that bad. You have to wear one next week. It's not bad. It actually, I mean, like I said, since the last time, which was almost 20 years ago, they have an app. It's so different. Yeah, it's crazy how they used to be so big. Oh no. I purchased bag pattern, but I can't find the pattern. If you don't have it in your email anymore, you can just send me an email with either your order number or like the email that you use to check out, and I can send it to you. I can send you the pattern. Hi, Carolyn. Don't let me forget to open up my zippered pocket so I can turn this right side out. This is not one of my patterns, no. This is by Swoon. Hey, Cookie. The sunflower is the Colette. This is a backpack. It's called the Denver by Swoon. I did that. I emailed for copies of the pattern. So okay, good. I'll find materials with prints. I have mine custom printed. Okay, so we have the back clip down. I'm going to add a couple of staples around the curve. Again, when you take the clips off and you're sewing on a curve, the fabric has a tendency to shift after you remove the pin from both of them. So to avoid this shifting, I'm just going to add a couple of staples. They're going to be removed. Relax. Everyone's always like, what? You staple? Yeah. And then they come out. It just helps keep your seam accurate, mathematically accurate. Do you see her? Hey, Cookie. What are you doing? I know, you sweet girl. That's okay. Go lay down. It's okay. She's been so needy lately. I don't know what's going on. Okay, just a couple staples. I did get a new stapler. Oh, relax. Alright. Sew this together. So again, this is the tricky part, sewing around the curve, especially with all these layers of, you know, the back strap, the grab handle. So the staples, it just makes it so much easier. And doing all that while trying to keep your inside lining away from the outside. There's a lot going on. Use the stapler. Do you board your dogs all on vacation? So, no. I mean, normally I have a friend watch them. So I have a girlfriend who's watching them for me this time. A different girlfriend, I guess I should say. So yeah, I guess I kind of board them. But not like at a boarding home. Are we taking the pup on vacation? No. I'll be gone for like 12 days and you have to get a health certificate 10 days prior to flying. So I would have to get a health certificate, which isn't a big deal. If my vacation was less than 10 days, I would probably take them with me. But because it's more, I would have to have them see a vet here before we leave, and then I'd have to have them see a vet while I'm in Virginia before we come back here, because that health certificate would be void because it would be more than 10 days, so no. Besides Cookie, she needs constant. She doesn't need any kind of change in her life. She stresses out a little bit. Alright, let me check my seam, make sure all is good, all is good. All good on the outside. Let's see the inside. I'm gonna just stitch this curve one more time. Sorry, wrong person. Do I sell the wristlet kit with a paw print? No. I have the roses, the plaid, the dragonfly, the sunflower. I think those are the only kits that I have for the wristlet. Okay, I just added another stitch mark just on the top curve. Alright, we're good. So I'm going to unzip my pocket on the interior. We're going to turn our bag right side out through this pocket. And the last step is just to add the bottom. So let's do the interior first. I always get backwards on this one. So I'm going to use pens for this too, because all this is one big curve. Don't say it too loud. She's a good girl. I love her to death. She's just a little, she's a little off. She's a little odd. She's an odd duck. Great dog. Very loyal. Just a little off. Okay, so anytime you're working with a curve, I usually clip the centers and then I come at it together just to make sure everything is nice and even. I have an anxious one too, yeah. Can't believe all the material. I know, it's weird, right? All this is going to fit through that pocket. But I think my pocket is about 8.5 inches long. She's a little off. She's special. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm doing right now. I've got my centers pinned and I've got those pinned, so I'm just going to, again, meet in the middle. Yeah, mine definitely has separation anxiety. I was in a boat and Cookie was on a pier one time and I was out in the middle of a lake on a boat. She was whining because I was in the boat and she jumped off the pier and tried to swim to the middle of the lake just because I was away from her. She has serious separation anxiety, so that's why we got Butters. So she wouldn't off herself. She had someone else to live for. I think I've sold out of all of my koalas. I might have a wallet. Yeah, it was bad. Thank goodness the house next door to us, the neighbors, they were swimming in the lake and they were able to swim to her and get to her. Oh yeah, she's great with Butters. I got Butters when she was a puppy. Cookie did not like her at first. I mean, she did not like her at all, but they love each other now. That was almost 6 years. That was a little over 6 years ago. Okay, a couple more pins and then we're going to sew it. Dogs are the best. Okay, so we've got the bottom pinned down and then now I'm going to sew it, hopefully without poking myself. And the pins are really great because you don't have to worry about unclipping each clip. Hey Joanne, I'm making a backpack with the paw prints. Joanne has a couple items I think with the paw prints. I know a notebook holder for sure. Okay, now let's do the bottom for the exterior. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the back. I'm going to clip it in place and then I'm going to add a couple of staples around the curve. So I'm just lining up my center pieces. hear them playing. What's you using in your hair? You know what's funny is I've been using this same product in my hair since I was in high school. It's Herbal Essence Mousse. And I love it. It's got like that 90s hold. Y'all remember Aquanet? Yes, you should. You had the one with the red, right? I don't know what it is, Joanne, but I can always like memorize your orders. I can't do that with anybody else. All right. I still use Aquanet. Do you really? Aquanet, yes. Your bangs aren't going anywhere with that Aquanet. Well, this mousse that I use is very similar. I love it. Okay, so we have the bottom on, and then now I'm just going to add a couple of staples just around the edges. And then we're just going to sew it up, and then we're going to turn it right side out, add like one little final thing, and then we're done. Ask me a keychain wallet, yes. The whole shebang. I try to tell people when they order custom orders, get what you want, get it all. I got that curve done. Let me do this curve over here. You might have talked about this, but it looks like you're wearing a hot monitor. Yeah. Everything's good. All right, couple more. Okay, let's do it. I'll do the same thing with my trap front. Yeah, I love the mini dimmer too. I mean, the dimmer is great. It's big, so like if you are doing a lot of traveling, it's a great bag. But like for a theme park or, you know, it's just somewhere quick, the mini dimmer is awesome. It's a great size. Two years, that's a long time. All right. to check my seams, make sure I caught everything, remove those staples. That's my card. I don't have anything in Schnauzer. Mini S's. I don't have anything in that. I am content. Just a peaceful person in general. And I will tell you my secret. Jesus. I'm not joking. Uh-oh. I didn't clip my thread, so I'm just steadily pulling. Alright. I like this stapler. I'm just not a fan of these really tiny staples. Okay. All of the staples are out. I'm going to check my seams. I need to redo this one. We're good. We're good. All good. I'm going to do an extra stitch here. This is where it clips to the bottom. I'm just reinforcing that. We're good. We're good. All right. Time to turn it right side out. Let me clean up my clip. Jesus and a good man. Man, that is the perfect combination. You ain't never lied. Okay, so here's what we got so far. I know it looks funny, but I promise. What did I tell you? When I'm done, it's gonna look amazing. You're gonna be like, what? Go through a time where I'm questioning my faith. Oh man, I mean, I can understand why that happens, but I'm telling you, there's nothing in the world like faith. Anxiety is starting to get better for kids, for dogs. Yeah, anxiety can do it. Just keep the faith. I promise it'll get better. I mean, this isn't the best of our lives. This right here, this is the worst of it. And when it's all over with is when we get to enjoy it. So just keep on pushing. Okay. Let's straighten everything out. And then all I have to do is close up the zipper pocket, add our closure, and she is done, son. I'm just pushing out all of my seams. Okay, let me sew my zipper pocket shut. It's a big bag. Magic. Ugh. Okay. Let's get this lining pushed down and then add our closure, and that's it. This pattern is great. It is. It's intimidating and it's tough, but after the first couple ones that you do, like I haven't made one in a while, but after the first couple, you're good. You're good. Okay, let me grab my clips. So here's what it looks like when it's unzipped. And then what we're going to do is fold this down and add our little clip to it. So I know it looked really funky when we started, but this was what we made earlier. This is going to go on the front and it's going to clip down to this little D-ring. So it gets a zipper closure and then it also gets clipped down. And you can still get into it while it's clipped down. You can get into the inside, or you can unclip it and then you just have all this extra room. How many yards of the outside? I don't remember. I don't remember. That's insane. Isn't it crazy? It's mind-blowing. I do remember like the first time I made it and I was mind-blown. So like I said, it's a difficult pattern, but if you can just stick with it and just keep going, it is a very rewarding sew. I'm just making sure everything is nice and lined up. I'm just clipping this down together. What I'm gonna do is stitch this part right here just so these folds lay nice and flat. I'm still working on straight lines. Take your time. Take your time. There's no rush to jump into this pattern, but it's a really good one. All right. Okay, so that's just stitched. I just added some stitches just to keep that fold down. And then now I'm going to center this and then I'm going to install it. So I have to have it face me so you won't be able to see it. But I'll show it to you before I rivet mine on. I think the pattern calls for you to sew it on. I've tried that a couple of times. I don't like the way that it turns out. So I just rivet mine on. So I need to make sure that it's nice and centered. Pretty sure it's centered. So that's what it looks like. And again, it clips on down here. I'm just going to add a couple of rivets. There's quite a few layers of vinyl. So I usually struggle with this. We'll see what happens this time. Let me just mark it. I'm just going to mark where I'm going to poke my hole so I know it's nice and even. Alright, let me grab my rivets. I missed the start of this. Oh no. I might put this on YouTube. Okay, so I got one rivet on, and then I'm going to rivet each of these sides also. So I'm going to mark it so I know it's nice and even. Uh-oh. I think I have a delivery driver here. So y'all know what that means. Just not a small. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. All right. And the last one right here. Cookie's gonna break. Correct. Okay. Let me set these rivets and then that's it. We're done. All right. So here we go. This is the Denver backpack by Swoon. So again, I use a little Peltex in the center of mine. I just really like the additional stability that it gives. So there is a pocket, an outside pocket on each side. It's nice and big. You can get a phone in it. Plus more. So you've got one. Let me see if I can do it. Backwards. And you have one on this side, fully lined. Nice and deep. It's okay, Cookie. Then you have a grab handle, you have adjustable shoulder straps, and then you can open it up and get into it here with it clipped down, or you can unclip it and open it all the way. It's a nice big bag. There's also a zipper pocket on the inside. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I think the light situation won't let you see that, but there's a zipper pocket on the inside, and then you can just clip it closed and then zip it. I need to just add my tag. Yep, I need to add my tag. Hey Deb, do you want one of the old ones or the new ones? Here's the new one. I would need to go get the old one to show you, unless you know what that looks like. This is a Denver. It's by Swoon. So it's a nice size backpack. I'm 5'4". You can let the shoulder straps down and wear it a little bit lower. I'm 5'4", so it's a nice size bag. Deb, the new one. Okay. How many layers of, it's probably going to be here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, I think. So easy. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I'm just going to put my charm on. There we go. Thank you for getting my nose on it here a while. You're welcome. Do you do more charms than tags? No. I would probably say tags. There's just certain, like this, there's not really a centered place that I can put my tag on. I mean, I could put it on the back, but then nobody sees it. So I think on this pattern and a couple other ones, I like to use charms. So your backpack, Deb, and your notebook will go out first thing tomorrow. Show us Christmas. Okay. All right. I'm so excited about this. So if you guys don't like it, it's going to break my heart. Just keep that in mind. So if you have something negative to say, just please don't say it, because it will ruin me. All right. BRB. Okay. So I have some aprons. This one has a pocket in it. There is also, I'm making mine with little snaps on them, so that way Like, I like to wear mine a little bit higher just to cover everything. So you can snap it and then it just covers up more up top, or you can unsnap it and it comes down. So I will have Hawaiian prints. This is all fabric sourced right out here from Hawaii. I've got tags that say made in Hawaii, and then on the other side it says Butterback. So this is one of the items, aprons, and I have a bunch of different prints. And then, so they're really pretty, and the colors are so vibrant. So this is one item, and then I'm making pot holders. So I have a couple that will come in a set. So this is like a large, like an oversized one. And I've made it to where you can put your hand in, and then there it's stitched right here. So it gives you like a little grip. And then I have smaller ones that don't have that. They are quilted. They all have a little handle for them. So I think I'm going to sell like a set with like a large one, an oversized one, and a regular size, and then I have just regular size. Let's see. So here's what a set would look like. And then I have some that are just regular size that will come in a set. And again, one's going to have made in Hawaii showing, and then the other one will have my brand. But I've got a lot of different prints that I've been working on. The colors, you guys, are so pretty. I've got this sea turtle one. This one. I just really love these big ones. I know you're about to see this. The colors are pretty, right? The orange is probably my favorite too. So I've been working on a lot of them, like in and out of different orders. Let me see what else I can pull and show you guys. I've got these really pretty blue ones. But I have so much to do. I'm actually going to take some of this fabric on vacation with me. I'm going to cut it here and take it on vacation with me and do a little sewing if I get any downtime. This is my personal pot holder. So this was like the inspiration. And then I made a pattern for the large ones. So it's a little different. But I just love them. So there is 2 layers of batting, 2 layers of Insulbright, so they are thick, and then there's an additional layer of, I can't think of what the name is but there's something different in here, and then just on this part, there's 4 layers. I love this. It is definitely your vibe. Teach me your ways. Oh yeah, I quilt on this Juki. Let me see. I might have one I can just do really quick. I know I have some cut out. And then I gotta take my dogs out because Cookie's going crazy. Let me set these up here. I'll show you. Alright, go lay down. Go lay down. Alright, so here are the ones that I was gonna do this evening. So I'll show you how I do it. And then, I mean, I might release this pattern. It's just a pattern that I created. It's not difficult at all. So, got 2 layers of Insulbright, 2 layers of batting. And then I just made this little pattern So what I do is take one of the exterior layers. I'm going to take my pattern, put it right over top, and outline. Okay, hear me out. I need a purse. That will be coming, I promise. So I'm just going to draw around this pattern. So this is going to go on top. This has the pattern traced out. So I do my bottom layer. I do a layer of batting. 2 layers of Insulbrite. Another layer of batting. Then I put this on top. And then all I'm going to do is sew around where I drew that line. I'm going to switch out my thread. You're going to have so many guys. I know. The Insulbrite has metal in it. Is it metal? Now you're speaking my language. I know. And you know what? When I first started going live, just Mammy and I were talking. I mean, I was talking to a couple of people. I've never done quilting before. And so I was like, man, all these prints out here are so perfect for stuff like this. And I would love to learn how to quilt, so why not work on just a small project that I could learn how to quilt. So I was going through my FYP one day and I saw somebody make a pot holder. Not like this, it was similar. And I actually bought it from her. And I'm not going to say any names, but I got it and I was like, man, it's kind of thin. I wonder if I can make one and make it a little thicker. So I was actually messaging Just Mammy and I was like, should I buy a bolt of batting? Tell me not to do it. Tell me not to do it. I have too much going on. And I think she tried to tell me not to, but I did it anyways. And then I've just been messing around with it ever since. So that's how this started. Oh, Frida. I mean, hers was really pretty. I did an inside shot so it's a potato wrapper. Really? I mean, this works good. I actually, just because I am extra, the first couple that I made, I didn't really like it. But I've washed them, dried them, put them in the dryer. I've used them cooking, and they're good. So like the first one that I did, I just did 1 layer of batting, 1 layer of Insulbrite, or Insul whatever. And I didn't really like it. I wanted it thicker. And I'll show you the first ones that I made. So this is the one that I made and I washed, so it's a little wrinkly. And I did this one like right sides together. I left an opening and then I turned it right side out. I didn't like the way that looks, so I'm probably gonna take this home and give it away. I tried a square one. I didn't really like the way that that looked. I tried it a couple of different ways. So these are all my rejects that I'm taking home to give away to my family. But I've used them, washed them, and I finally found what worked for me, what I liked. Okay. Yeah, the Insulbrite's perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers total. And then all I'm going to do is sew around the outside where I marked where the pattern is. Change my tension. And I'm just holding everything nice and tight so it's not bunched up. I'm going to clip my thread where I started. Sure everything is pulled nice and tight. All right, and then I'm just gonna trim off all the excess. Do I quilt it? Yes. I actually take it to my table and cut it with my rotary and my mat. It just saves my hands strength. But I'm just gonna cut around that stitching about 1/8 of an inch away from the stitching. I'm missing. That's another reason why I like the table with the mat. I can get all my layers. Okay, after I trim everything down, then I quilt it. So I just do like random stitches, twist, turns. So I'll just start at one end. I mean, you can be more, you can like create a pattern and do it, but I just do like little twists and turns. And then if there's some where I want to add more stitching, I'll add more stitching. That's it. Can you serge it? I don't see why not, but I use binding. So I use binding on the edges, and that covers up the raw edge. What I do is, where am I at? So this is one of the large ones, so it gets that front pocket. So for the front pocket, I can't remember what this is called, but it's not batting. It's really thick. These are going to be available when I get back from vacation, so probably December 1st. So I do just right sides together, and then a layer of this, whatever it's called. I'm going to sew all of those together. And then I fold it over, clip the bottoms together. I mean, it's a really super easy pattern. Like I said, I just used one of my regular oven mitts that I have, my personal ones, and I just came up with a pattern for it and almost half stitch it together. And then I'm gonna do a little quilting on here too. So just hold everything nice and tight. I'm going to add some more over here. I think I ran out of, no. Wadding, maybe. This is a pot holder that I'm making. So just a couple different quilting, whatever. I don't even know what they're called. Like, I'm super inexperienced. This is my first quilting ever. So what I do is I find whatever side I think is prettier. I like this side. So then I'm going to put this on this side. So all I'm going to do is center it mark where the center is. And then stitch about 2.5 inches on the bottom. So that's going to attach them together. And then I'm going to stitch around the sides here. That way I can cut off this excess. And then I just bind it. I'm probably not going to bind it because I have to jump off. I have to, I have something to do at 4:30 and I can't be late. But I just trim this down. That's it. So this is, I mean, that's literally it. This little stitch allows your fingers to go into it and actually grip it, because if not, I mean, it's really hard. I tried one before without doing that and I realized that that's just not going to work. So all I need to do is add the binding and that's it. I love these little things. Every single person in my family is getting a set of these for Christmas. And you can buy it too. And then all of them will have the tag where it says made in Hawaii. I love it. And I have so many different prints to show you guys. So cute. So this is what I'm releasing for Christmas. I've got pot holders, I have apron, and I think I want to do one more thing. I just don't know if I'll have the time to do it. I have for adoption. Join the family. But I love them. I love them. Alright, so I have to run. I will be on live Thursday. I have another custom order that I have to do. Her name is also Deb. No bow cozies. I think there's enough people out there doing this. Oh, yeah. And then I just have to sew these down. And this is what I use for the hang on it. Okay, let me run. I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night.